Sports. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. 5 yards remain on second down. A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
On first and 10, Winston. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
48-yard line.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5. At the Giants' 40.
Second and 5 now. Winston. He finds Latavius Murray. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Winston. Pass incomplete. He was looking for the running back, Derrick Henry, but it'll be second down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They throw again on second down. This one's complete, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards. Now it's third and 5.
Brings up
the last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough third and 5. And he connects with Ertz. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
Washington.
That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Up to make the stop, the Pro Bowl safety, Malcolm Jenkins.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Coming up on second and 7. From the gun, Winston. This is Anderson over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. So first and goal now from the 7-yard line. They'll try to run for it with Henry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. They'll give Henry another shot. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, does the head coach think?
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that, and no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this, because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you usually get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
Andre Roberts on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Jones. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Down at the 31. A gain of 5.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7. Giants nothing.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
The tackle made
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel
blitz coming, and down he goes.
Daniel Jones.
And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
23-yard line.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Geno Atkins busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Derrick Henry. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Gain on the play.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was and Winston lost the football. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
Fumble on the play.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
At the 3-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Throwing Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown.
42.
It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
The kick is
And he knocks it through. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants.
set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, you're going to sell the go, just go. Let's see who's faster.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
Their own 46-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
He'll run it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. They'll set up the screen to Barkley, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
To number 26,
Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year, and the Giants have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better. And Winston lost the football.
Jameis Winston sacked.
Now Jameis trying to hurry his crew to the line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This time they stay on the ground. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Jones, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Still first down.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we come upon, and just like that, on we head to half number 2.
7. Mason Crosby.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Andre Roberts now to return it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Giants take over first and 10 at their own 23.
So now the Giants set to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Good running from Barkley there on first down as he'll get forward for about 6 yards.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the bootleg. Jones under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Daniel Jones.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard. That will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First down, New York.
On first down, Barkley nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the bootleg, Jones. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
New York.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
It's a big
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
42-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And some room to roam now. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
By the Giants. They'll take
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That is caught at the 7. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Giants.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
6 yards.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Here's Barkley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Makes the score Giants 24.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Washington will take over 1st and 10.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 31, Winston completes it to Hardman. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Winston. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty. He got a hand in there to break that one up. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, Winston. Going with a screen for Murray. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. You're willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
To leave on the cover.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll throw again. Winston. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At their own.
I'm not sure, Brandon. We've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
26.
Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Second and 8 coming up. Again, it's Barkley. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock
2
ticking.
yards. And it's third down.
The Giants on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Complete. He finds Braid. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
To Cameron Brate.
10 yards. Good for a Giant first down.
First down.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal, New York.
They'll try and run for him with Barkley. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Another try for Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Fielded in the end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Winston on 3rd and 2. He's got his man. That's Hardman. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Jameis now on first down. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To the air again with Winston. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Again, it's Winston. Open man is Anderson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Murray. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Washington.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing.